It is a threat to many people, as why the banks hate it, why maybe governments are against it. But this innovation is a threat.
Well, the innovation is a threat to bad people.
Yeah.
If you want to hide your books and records forever and conduct business in secrecy, then you don't like this network. If you are pro-disclosure, right, and pro-information and anti-misinformation, because any of us can look at the ledger of Bitcoin 24 hours a day and see what took place. We can't do that with any other system and know that it's 100% accurate. And so I think you bring up a good point about why people get into it. It's like it would be like a big heavy car, so like a Hummer or something. That's what this is. And you might like the Hummer and you might like to drive around in the Hummer, but you don't know how the engine works. And so what I kind of explained is how this engine works and why the Hummer is a better car than whatever the predecessor car was inside the engine. Now, once you're in this car, it does do a lot of amazing things. And I think you bring up the most important one, which is it provides freedom. And the only reason that it provides freedom is because of the consensus distributed mechanism that is the self-auditing accounting technology, which is the innovation. And it provides freedom because of this. Because you have hundreds of thousands or more nodes located, distributed around the globe. So if you picture the globe, right, and that triple entry accounting, and you kind of have a triangle of accounting, and then you have the globe. Around the globe are nodes and servers, right? Those are the miners and the nodes. Those keep a complete record of every transaction that's ever taken place on the Bitcoin network, right? So you have every single transaction in the nodes, and the nodes talk to each other. And when a transaction comes through, they audit it to its inception. If it's a bad transaction, it's discarded by the system. In order to hack this system, you have to hack all the nodes simultaneously. So what they've created was the first unhackable network in human history, right? So we have the first immutable network in human history for a ledger technology, but we also have the first unhackable decentralized network in human history. And what that means that it's unhackable is nobody can hack it. The hackers can't hack it and the government can't hack it. And so if you have a Bitcoin on your wallet, nobody can take it from you. Nobody can take it from you. What does that mean? Well, in America, not much, right? In parts of Europe too, we have private property protection, sort of, until they don't like your viewpoint, and then they seize your stuff now, which hopefully goes away. But generally, in the history of America, they protect your private property. We have private property rights that are pretty ingrained in our institutions and judicial branch. The rest of the world, and I love the Alex Gladstein stat, is 87% of the population on the planet Earth, they live in autocratic or authoritarian regimes.
Is it 87?
87. And double or triple digit inflation. It's like a combination of those four things. So they go to sleep at night worried. Did you hear a different number?
I thought it was like, I haven't heard the number, but I thought it's like half the world live under authoritarianism.
So, okay, plus double or triple digit inflation.
Oh, so one of the two.
It's all, yeah, it's
okay.
Any of those. So
okay.
it's authoritarian or dictators, double or triple digit inflation. And so if you and I'm assuming Gladstein, and I'm reciting it right because maybe I have it off, but let's say it's right. 87% of the population lives in autocratic or authoritarian regimes with double or triple digit inflation, or half the population live in authoritarian regimes, right? Those people have no private property rights. The government can seize and confiscate everything from those people at any time they want because they have no protection under whatever constitution they're living under. So 4 billion to 7 billion people on the planet Earth have no private property rights. If they download a digital wallet and they have a Bitcoin or any number of Satoshis on their digital wallet, they have, despite what the government wants or whatever the decrees are, they have private property because nobody could take it from them. So the Bitcoin network provides private property rights to all 8 billion humans on the planet Earth as a network. That's insane. Nothing else has ever done that before. So now you have private property rights, and so you see this freedom and why my foundations like the Oslo Foundation and Alex Gladstein and other really good people are out there trying to educate people that you can have private property. The other big problem, and this stat is about half the world, half the world, maybe slightly over, they're unbanked. They have no banking. They're outside of traditional financial, they don't qualify to be banked. In America, we consider ourselves pretty financially fortunate. I think the number is almost 10 million people are unbanked, and something like 50 to 60 million people they call it underbanked. So they're underserviced on the banking sector. So you have this 4 billion plus person problem of banking. Well, if you have a Bitcoin and you have a digital asset that is unconfiscatable sitting in your wallet, you can store value. What else does a bank do? Bank does store value, remit of payments, payment processing. So if you have a Bitcoin, you can store value, I can payment process, I can send the Bitcoin somewhere else, and I can remit money somewhere else. So this new network that was just created solves an accounting technology problem that's existed for 700 years. It solves the ledger problem, it solves private property problem, and it also solves the banking problem. Now you can bank 8 billion people. So you can provide private property to 8 billion people. You can provide banking to 8 billion people, all because of the distributed network, consensus level network that audits every transaction, and because it's distributed and decentralized, it can't be hacked. And so that's kind of the next level. Once you understand the accounting technology, you understand the proof of work technology, then you can start layering on all the applications that work on top of it. And so you'll see people promoting all of the benefits you get from this new accounting technology, which takes away literally all of the fraud. There is no more human fraud.